Hi Libra, this is your reading with me for October 2020 Twin Flames. Hello. Um, I'm going to be using these super exciting cards. You'll see in a second. And yes, so welcome to my channel if you're new, and if you're not new, welcome still. And we're going to have a look. So this is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs for Libras. And also if you'd like to win a free reading with me, do check out the description box below, since I do a giveaway every single month. If you'd like to purchase a private paid reading with me, that's also down below as well, done within 24 to 48 hours. Intention bracelets, crystals, teas, all of that good stuff is on my Etsy store. If you're interested, do check out the description box below. If you want to see the reviews and see how other people have seen results with all of these items that I have on there, definitely do check out the review section. International shipping, link is down below. And yeah, I'm actually wearing a bunch of bracelets here. There's also lots of twin flame bracelets on there as well. Divine masculine, feminine. This is the other twin flame one. I'm wearing the singles, soulmate and the love bracelet as well. They go quite nicely together as a colour scheme. So let's have a look and see what's coming through for you, Libra. I'm also going to pull some envelope messages, as well as a message from the Mercury Realms deck. So let's get started with this first. Twin Flames Libra, and happy birthday to those of you Sun sign Libras who have birthdays in October. We've also got a Mercury retrograde happening in your sign, although it doesn't stay in your sign for very long, maybe like less than 10 days. So it starts on October 14th, so it really doesn't stay very long in your sign, which, it's good, I guess. Okay, so you got the Four of Swords here, resting. It's a bit of a resting phase, but I don't think it's going to stay for very long. Well, literally, got the Wheel of Fortune, so Turn of Fate as well. There's something that's going to happen here in October, and I feel like we should leave it to fate a little bit to sort of deal with things. It seems to me like a new chapter is opening up, and there's some new pages. For some of you, you might be reading the same chapter over and over again. See these little books here? You might just be really throughout October, like reading through old messages from your twin flame. You might be reading through old emails. You might be thinking constantly about something that's happened in the past between the two of you, like constantly reading the last chapter. And you know what they say? Sometimes you got to stop reading the old chapter so that you can move forward with the new. And you know what? Maybe you're going to flick through the first few pages of the new chapter and realize that there's really not much there. But actually, that's okay. That's okay. Take some rest. Take some time for yourself. I just feel like, you're sort of going round and round and round with this twin flame situation, that I think you need to break the cycle a little bit with some rest. And you never know, when you break the cycle with a bit of rest, you might actually find that something starts to click and work here with this twin flame connection. See, the Four of Swords here is also quite significant, right? The Four of Swords is just so important and so significant because it's showing rest. It's showing this energy of music as well. That could resonate with some of you here in October. I also feel like, perhaps if you're listening to music, you might find that certain songs really remind you of your twin flame. You know how if you turn on the radio, for example, you've got so many pop songs and a lot of them are about love, and sometimes there's just a song that clicks with your situation and the lyrics just make sense and it's like, whoa, So I will say here, listen to music that makes you feel good, but you also might get reminded of your twin through music here in October. We'll see what your twin is doing as well in a little bit. Got the Six of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, you really want things to work, so you might be going round and round in that cycle, because threes in tarot indicate karma, so you're going round and round and round here, hoping for things to work, perhaps dreaming that things will work, wanting that teamwork, collaboration, perhaps for some of you even communication, wanting them to be romantic, perhaps hoping they'll send over a gift, or this is you like really just hoping and praying, and perhaps even wanting to like manifest this connection to a higher level. So I really feel like you really want things to happen. What I will say is leave it to fate, do your own thing, focus on you. I know I say that a lot, but that's usually how twin flame connections sometimes actually start to progress a little bit more, is when you start to shift energy into yourself rather than into them. Got the Page of Swords with the Ten of Cups. Okay, so what I feel here, specifically is that this Page of Swords really does show that I think they're going to communicate here with you. This is also your energy of like really wanting communication. This Ten of Cups and the Empress here shows that I feel like you just really want things to happen, right? And what I do feel here is with this Empress, this is you, right? So believe in yourself, believe in your energy, believe in what you have to offer, believe in the goodness that you show. The Empress is ruled by Venus, and Venus rules 2 signs, one of which is Libra. So this is definitely your energy, and I definitely feel like you can say to yourself, I am an Empress, okay? I am an Empress. And if you are a male, panic not, you can still be an Empress, okay? Because we look here at energies rather than genders, which is obviously really important with tarot because, you know, it's the way it is. So you are an Empress. You're loving, you're kind, you're very, very caring. I do feel here that this Ten of Cups here is showing just how much you want this twin flame connection. You may be very desperate for it. I will say here that sometimes that's not what allows us to have what we want, right? Sometimes, and you see this a lot, that detachment actually leads a person to have what they truly desire. So for a lot of people, when they really want money, for example, they'll find that in that moment, money's not really coming in. However, when they detach from that idea and they work really hard and they just focus on their job, that's when money starts to flow in a little bit, you know, and they can get a promotion. Or when they're just kind of focusing on building up a business, you know, that's it, you know, it just is. But then after that, you know, money can start to flow in a little bit. So sometimes it's detaching from that idea. It happens when you least expect it. So when you're really desperate and you're crying over your twin flame or really wanting them, for example, that's not really when they're going to appear. They're going to most of the time appear when you're just doing your own thing, you barely even expect it, or you expect it but you're not like crying over them. You know what I mean? That's the kind of energy that I pick up here specifically. So you've got the Six of Swords, you've got the Ace of Wands and the Emperor. Okay, it's really interesting you have the Emperor. And you've also got here the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Wands. I wanted to put the Emperor and the Emperor sort of next to, or like on top of each other like that. Basically what I'm seeing here is that the Six of Swords is pointing towards them emotionally trying to get to a better place. I do feel that they're struggling here quite a bit, and you can be struggling as well with sadness, with frustration, with anxiety, with just like knots in your stomach. But I will say here, this is about you taking yourself to a better place emotionally, and when you start to do that, your twin flame, your counterpart here with the Emperor, can be a little bit more energetically seen. What I mean by that is that they can message you, or you can feel their energy a little bit more, but also feeling calm within yourself and not feeling like you have to depend on your twin. The Emperor is very, very emotionally detached. I feel like your twin flame is a little sort of emotionally at times can be unavailable or emotionally a little bit immature, and you know, still they make up a pair, which I think is really interesting. So the Ace of Wands here shows that, you know, things can progress, but be patient. Be patient, do things for yourself, know that your spirit guides and your angels are protecting you, because this is a divine card. It's also an angel card as well. And I just feel like your perspective here is what's really important. Your perspective of taking care of yourself and having that balance within yourself is just really significant in this particular reading, as I'm seeing. So that's what I have for you. So let's have a look and see what message we have. Okay, well, we got this one as well, which came out, and this one says yes. Okay, so there may be a question that you have here. It says yes, and it says here, I need space. So you've got two sides, which we've spoken about, right? There's this energy of like you really just wanting them to say yes, and they can. Some of you, they can say yes, but they need some space. And if you can give that space to them, also energetically as well, not just like physically, because some of you might be physically apart, but energetically, if you can give that space, then we do have a yes here where things can build up between the two of you. So I think that's very interesting. And let's go with the Mercury cards. Okay, got quite a few here. So we've got here soon, and the one on top here as well is this one. We've actually got so many cards. Do you know what? Let's just take them all, to be honest. It's like, you know, they're all flipped over, and I feel like sometimes when that happens, it's okay. So we've got here soon. So thing is, this can happen soon, but you also have to free up the space energetically. We've got here, I fear a relationship with you because I don't want it to be another failed relationship. So this is a fear that is starting to kick in within them, okay? And that can also be this Nine of Swords that they feel as well. We've got here, I'm sorry. So they definitely feel this energy and they're definitely not feeling great about it. It says here, I'm coming back, okay? So for those of you that are wondering if this person's going to come back, we have that here. And also it can be soon. So it can point to October, but I will just say that energetically I think things really do matter as well. I love you. And we've got here, I don't know who I am anymore. So this person goes like between their energies and is very chaotic in that sense. Now, I will also say as well is that the more you are reading this last chapter and then sort of going between the new book and the old book, or the new chapter and the old chapter, the more they are also going between I love you and then, you know, being like, oh, but then I fear this, and then I love you, but I fear this. I don't know who I am, but I'm coming back. You know, but I can't, you know, it goes round in circles as well. So if your energy is also going round in circles, theirs is as well, and they can't quite break that cycle. So you have to start by breaking that cycle, is what I'm seeing. All right, so Libra, this is your reading. Take care, stay safe, and I really hope it helped you as well. All right, take care. Bye.